Good morning. How's it going there, tubes? We're just waking up. It's pretty early in the morning. We're getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. And I'm about to help myself to a little bit of breakfast. And when we camp, we only bring along the essentials. Chocolate goodies. There's the only thing you really need to survive. So right now we're headed down to some beach in, I want to say Central Oregon. Just made a quick stop here. One of the things that America has plenty of is municipal parks. City parks, county parks, state parks, and national parks. We've got tons of them. And there's all kinds of cool shit. Check it out.
Recording.
Alright, so we're just north of Lincoln City, and look at this totally fucking awesome weather we're having. This is fantastic. It reminds me of why I got away from home for the week. Because this is exactly the kind of bullshit that we left behind. So, on down the I-5 corridor in Southern Oregon, it was hot and muggy. And between us, I think we've decided that the hot part was okay, at least for a while. The muggy part kind of sucked. This, on the other hand, this is just cold and wet. And, you know, I get cold and wet about 350 days a year in the Seattle area. I don't need it anymore. Anyway, so there's that.
Well, it's
awesome
not even brisk and freezing like up at Crater Lake.
No, that at least had kind of a stark beauty to it. This just sucks. This is just some bullshit. So let's talk about the Tillamook Cheese Factory. So we just stopped in Tillamook, Oregon, which just happens to be en route, and neither of us had any idea that we were on our way to Tillamook until probably 50, 60 miles ago. So we thought, you know, as Western Washington residents and natives of the Pacific Northwest, or at least denizens thereof, you know, we consume Tillamook products. Tillamook cheese is I think, probably one of the finer cheeses, and certainly their ice creams are a wonderful contribution. So we decided, what the hell, we're going to stop at the Tillamook Cheese Factory. We figured it'd be what's that?
They do yogurt too.
Yeah, they do yogurt too. We figured it would be like a homey little thing where you stop in and you get some free samples, and they, you know, they give you a glass of wine and you have some cheese.
No, not so much.
Not so much. So
it's like fucking mousetrap in there. Instead of 4 mice, it's like 200.
Mm-hmm.
You like walk in and it's just like a whole bunch of people all over the place.
Oh my God.
You know, you see ice creams and waffle cones and cheese over in the distance past the crowds. And then in the bathroom, I thought, okay, I'm going to calm down and I'm going to go through this line. And there was some kid in there, like, not quite clapping her hands under the blow dryer. So it was like, and I was like, okay, I can't do this. But I tried, and I went around the corner, and there was just a line of crazy kids and people. Like, there's 2 buses from Coos County of children from the ages of 5 through 12.
And there were teenagers. Like, it's amazing how many fucking people are at this place. Like,
and there are 2 or 3 levels, and they're all like teeming with people.
It's packed here. Like, there's so many fucking people here.
We were lucky to find a parking spot as quick as we did.
Wow, it's crazy. So, Tillamook, I love your products. I am a little bit disappointed in the sort of assembly line nature of your tourist trap facility here. But I do have to admit, the prices are really good inside the cheese store. And
did you get any free samples?
No. Well, yeah, they had the line of free samples. So you go through with the toothpicks and you pick the cheese up and you eat it. And so, you know, that's how they do the free samples. And then they unleash you into the store where they sell all of the Tillamook's lines of product. And they're all fantastic. And I love Tillamook's products. But man, I'm grappling with some internal disillusionment. I'm a fella who likes to eat fine quality dairy products, and even though I shouldn't because I'm lactose intolerant, still when I do it, I like to do it up. And you know, I'm a little bit disillusioned with this sort of, yeah, it was just a little bit much for me. So Oh, God.
At least you made it through the line.
Yeah.
I made it in and out of the doors.
Yeah, I made it through the line. Well, that's because the people in front of me, except for the ones that were kids, looked pretty much just like me. Just kind of old fat dudes like, what the fuck is this all about? You know, they all pretty much look the same. So, you know, it worked out pretty well. Then I went to the store, and there was some lady arguing with a lady at a cash register, and it was like going to a Best Buy counter, because like you stand at the front of the line, and then whichever the next register is free, and they have like 10 registers, whatever the next free one is, they wave you down. And they're just processing people like an assembly line. I mean, why wouldn't they, right? This is America. That's what it's all about. But this is kind of the disappointing side of America. I've talked a lot on this trip about, you know, some of the cool things about America, like roadside tourist traps that are fairly unique to us, and you know, this wonderful highway system that we have, and you know, all these state parks and other sorts of things. We also have this sort of cookie cutter corporate culture that is just a little bit disturbing to behold, because it just aims straight for the lowest common denominator, and it sits comfortably there on a pile of money.
Well, it's just that Tillamook, isn't it just in the Northwest? Like, they don't have Tillamook products anywhere, so it's kind of unique. Mm-hmm. And it just felt like fucking Disneyland.
Yeah.
God damn it. All they needed were like rides instead of cheese.
Oh, yeah. They had the self-guided tour, though, which I did not go on because I couldn't stand to be among the throngs. But, yeah, they did have like video tours, and I'm sure it's all about how so-and-so had a dream in 1875. He came to the Tillamook Valley. And no. Yeah, they did.
Pictures on the wall.
Yeah.
So, what did you do? Just run quickly through the sample?
Yeah, man, I was in there like a machine gun with those fucking toothpicks. Bam, cheese, bam, cheese, bam, cheese. And
You didn't poke your mouth?
No. I you know, I've gotten pretty good with toothpicks over the years, and so I managed to get through that without injury. And although I'm amazed that some of those folks managed to get through there without injury. And then, you know, then it's just the refrigerator cheese aisle thing. It's just a big thing. So, if you're coming to the Tillamook Cheese Factory to shop for cheese, I recommend that you do so, but skirt around the cheese samples and go directly to the place where the food is at, and then go to the register and get the fuck out. If you can find parking, you might have to fight somebody for it. Yeah, that was...
Come when early or maybe late when all the people aren't here.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, we're done. Well, we ended up the day in Seaside, Oregon, which is a little town just south of Astoria. And I guess this is day 5 of our journey, I think. I think that's right. Maybe it's day 4. Whatever day it is. Doesn't matter. So we're at the Comfort Inn Suites here in Seaside, Oregon. We're going to be here actually for the next couple of days. We're going to do Seaside tomorrow, just kind of see what's in the town. Then we're going to head up to Astoria and then head home. So yeah, so far so good. We're going to get some more footage tomorrow and do some interesting stuff, and then the day after, and then off home. So it's been a nice vacation so far. Here's hoping for more good stuff tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.